Hi friends, welcome to my channel Civil 3D Pro Designer. I have a video, a very most in demand video for today, which have titled that how can we perform effectively in land surveying interview to get or to win a job as a land surveyor. Mostly I see many people get nervous when they go for interview, and they know everything about land surveying, but when they go in interview they did not perform very well. Even you are civil engineer, you are a project manager, you can use these tricks to get better your performance in any interview, and you can use the tactics which I am going to tell you in this video. You can find many videos on YouTube that have question and answer, but I am not going to discuss about question and answer of land surveying. We can take any another video for question and answer, but this video is just about tactics and tricks that how can we win and how can we perform during our land surveying interview. So before going to our video, if you are on YouTube, you can find me Civil 3D Pro Designer, and if you are using Facebook, you can get me access through my Facebook page Civil 3D Pro Designer, where you can get many more material related to Civil 3D and also land surveying. Let's dive into our video topic, land surveying interview. Please watch complete video to get complete concept about tactics which I'm going to discuss about you. First we can talk about my experience, that how I get experience about these types of interview. I have been conduct very most interviews that if you are Pakistani, you know about NLC and FWO. I have done some interview with them and I win job. It's not matter I have joined them or not, but I have been interviewed with them. Oil and gas company, also for housing societies and local government of KPK, foreigner companies like say construction companies and many more companies about hydropower projects, and this hydro, which is Austrian firm and working in Pakistan for hydropower projects of mechanical projects and Albario engineering. I have been conducting as land surveying for interview with them, but I also experience 50 plus clients from all over the world which interview me as a land surveyor, as a CAD drafter, as a sub-engineer, as a land developer, to perform a project, to do a project for them online in my freelancing career. So I have experience about my land surveying job and land development, or you can say AutoCAD Civil 3D job. So if we talk about interview of land surveying, we have major key points, just 4 number. You must need to think about these 4 points. The first one is introduction. When you will go your for your interview, you enter in a room, you will find some interviewers like project manager, HR manager, and many more colleagues of them. They mostly, you will find them that they are higher manager, higher management. You did not find, mostly 80% you will not find any chief surveyor and land surveyor to get your interview. So you don't need to confuse about your field question. You must need to prepare these four major key points. Then you will see how you can perform and you will not get nervous. So start your introduction with your name and qualification, and end your introduction and your recently job which you are doing now. And the one more thing I want to add here, that you must need to tell them which they want to hear from you. For example, if they are looking for a land surveyor for building works, then you need to discuss about building work. You need to tell them about your building projects which you have done in your past, because they are looking for building surveyor. And if you will tell them anything else like road work, hydropower projects, they will really disappoint and put your CV at side. It's really very effective point that you must need to discuss about what they want to hear from you. So the second thing they can ask, what are your responsibility and in your current position or in your previous position. So it's also same like introduction, that you can tell them your responsibilities and duties about your current job and previous job. But here again I want to tell you that you must need to provide information about your responsibility which they want, or which is related to your current job interviewer related. You don't need to put everything about your duties and responsibilities which you have done in your past. You just stay to the point. And the third one, field question. This one is very I think if you go in hundreds of interviews, you will find just 10 or 20% interview which conduct by land surveyor or chief surveyor to interview you, because when they hire, any company want to hire surveyors or chief surveyor, they make a team of project manager, HR manager, and some higher management. So they don't know, they really don't know. If you are land surveyor, then you must know that your work you can just know deeply. Another civil engineers, project manager just know about major points like which instrument you can use and what are your responsibilities as site as a surveyor. So they can ask you general question about land surveying, but they will not ask about your traversing curve sections longitudinal sections, horizontal and vertical curve. So you don't need to worry about your field question. You can get information from company that who are going to interview you if you have reference there. Otherwise you don't need to worry about field question, which you can just remember about them. So the last thing, and very important for you as a land surveyor or as a homeman, yes, we are working for our salary. They will ask you about your salary, so you don't need to tell them just a figure like 60,000, 70,000. No, you need to provide them a range like to 60 or 60 to 70. When you will provide them a range of salary, they can make more question about your salary, that how much your current salary, and if you have any salary slip you can show them. But you don't need to be confused here about your salary, because if you was assessment surveyor, if you was land surveyor and you want to apply for chief surveyor, you are now going to upgrade your scale, so you must need to pay higher than before, because your duties will be more than before. So if you are just land surveyor and going for land survey interview and it's a nice company, you can tell them about the condition, that what you have not in your current job and what you are going to what are you looking for new in their companies. So these are 4 major parts which you can focus and just go for your any interview. I put down some minor key points here also, which they can ask you in your interview. This type of interview can be done for any civil engineer, project manager, and you can use these tactics in any field interview. Minor key points, we have weakness. They can ask you what are your weakness. You don't need to go in negative. You can tell them you can trust anyone very quickly, and you cannot say no to any your senior, but be careful here. They can ask you that if your senior or if your project manager give you task which is illegal, then you will not say no for them. So perform carefully here for this question of weakness. The second thing, family background. They can told you ask you about your family background, so must give answer in positive way. If you have any confusion in your family, if you have any problem, then you don't need to discuss about them. Just step forward and tell them about your family. The third key point, minor key points, they can ask you what you can do extra for us. So you can tell them, if you are a land surveyor and you now AutoCAD, or you have a capability to supervise any job, you can tell them, yes, I can do supervise your any activity of site and can work as a supervisor. I can do drafting work for you also. So you can give them 2-3 positive points for this question. At the end, mostly they ask why you join us. So you can tell them it's nice firm, and I'm looking to grow my skills. You can find many answers for these type of key minor questions on internet, but don't go in long discussion about these questions because they just want to check you. So how much you are independent, they can also ask you. If you have any, you can tell them, and when you can join. If you are working with any contractor, any small company, then you can say I can join immediately, because sometimes they are looking for any urgent. At the end, here I have some tips for you that how can you win your land surveying job to use these tactics. The number one, write down all your major and minor key points and think, answer, and assume you are interviewing them. It will help you to release pressure during interview. When you will imagine that you are interviewed and interviewer asks you about your introduction, about your salary, about your field question, then you are answering like that. So before interview, you can imagine 2-3 times like this, which will get you more relaxed during interview. Number two, if they ask about field, then try to discuss on your favorite topic more than others. What they mean? When you are conducting an interview, if they ask you anything else about your field which you have not any better knowledge, or you are weak in this, for example, if they ask about curve, horizontal curve, vertical curve calculations, and you have not any strong knowledge about curves, then you can just skip. It's your tactics, it's your communication skill, that how can you turn into another topic. If you don't know about curves, you don't need to worry about them. Just say no, or just you can say you can put simple answer for them, and you can turn into that how that I can do horizontal calculation, horizontal curve calculation, vertical curve calculations, and also I can do traversing, closed traversing, open traversing, and now you are turning them from curves to traverse, and it is really good tactics to win your job. If you have nice grip on traversing, then you can more dive into traversing again and again, but not much, just 2-3 sentences about your traversing to make your previous answer of curves, and you can cover like this. Number 3, must read job requirements and collaborate accordingly. If you don't know that what they are looking for, what their requirements, then you cannot perform very well. So try to understand job requirement and then collaborate accordingly. If you will know about your job requirement which you are going to interview, then you can think, you can imagine these type of question which is related to your job interview, and then you can perform very well. Hope you like this video. If you are new on my YouTube channel, you can subscribe my Civil 3D Pro Designer, and you can also access me through my Facebook page Civil 3D Pro Designer. If you want any other video about field questions of land surveying, then I will get back to you